Disappointed to have lost the game first and foremost. I think when you look at San Pantelimon, who end up going out to 10 men, human nature then thinks it's getting you a bit of a lift, but it was actually the disruption and then going out to 10 I actually thought gave them a lift and sort of galvanised them. I said at the post-match afterwards, we spoke about patience and concentration and making sure that, you know, when we had good possession of the ball, we didn't force it, we didn't panic, and ultimately make sure we concentrated when we were defending, which we unfortunately didn't do. And within moments of the second half, we were 2-1 down. Could easily have been 3 very, very quickly, and then we give ourselves a mountain to climb again. So I was naturally very disappointed with what happened, because you would have felt we were going into the ascendancy. We'd actually started the game really, really well. We'd nullified their press in terms of how we'd set up to shut the game down so they couldn't play out. And then unfortunately at the moment, it's just big moments in games, and it's a good strike from the lad on the edge of the box for the third goal, which then gives you a real mountain to climb. And even when you sort of get the second goal back, it's even more frustrating because you're then having to chase and you're having to throw everything at it with moments to go. So you can see by the way San Pantelimon celebrated next door like it was a carnival, how much it meant to them. And what we've got to do now is we've got to make sure that, you know, we get ourselves back into better performance levels than what we showed on Saturday, which we did on Tuesday. But yeah, naturally always disappointed. We're shipping far too many goals at the moment, and it's a variety of things as to why that's happening. Sometimes you'll always look at naturally your defenders, you look at your goalkeeper when you're shipping goals, but it is mistakes all over the pitch at the moment that's leading to us having problems. So a little mini blip. It's nothing I'm panicking about. I'm certainly not sitting there at night and crying myself to sleep yet. We've got a long way to go. As I keep saying to people, we've got 35 games left of the season. There'll be loads of twists and turns. We had this last year, and it's now down to us to find our big boy pants and grow a pair and just get on with it. That's what we have to do now. Can't feel sorry for ourselves, can't feel like victims. Yeah, so performance, actually, ironically, having beat 5-3, I think the performance levels were better. They were certainly better than they were Saturday. The game itself, I mean, anybody that was watching it, I thought was a great advert for the Spartan. It was end to end. It was two teams that just seemed to want to throw down and go for goal. And I think their manager summed it up brilliantly at the end. Gazan, he turned around and was honest. He said it could have easily been 5-3 to us. We've had chances, they've had chances. But at the moment, sometimes when confidence is a little bit low, those big moments in games, we're giving away too many easy chances. And as I said, I don't want to discredit their strikers for the finishes that they have to deliver on, but we're giving people too much time and space in the box. And over the years, one thing I've always prided myself on, and I'm sure there'll be loads of whoppers out there that will have lots to say about our style of play, is zeros and ones, and I keep going back to it. And we've come so far away from that at the moment. Some of that's personnel, but defending, I always say, defending there's an art to it. You know, we're built slightly differently, defenders, because we're there to disrupt and destroy things. Whereas your creative ones, the ones with the lovely hairstyles and great boots, they're the ones who've got to make things happen. So we are making things happen. Going forward, I thought on Tuesday we were excellent. I thought we created a host of chances. We looked a threat going forward. It was one of those games I said to the bench after literally we were 2-0 down, I said, this could go either way. This could easily be 10-all by the end of the game. So to get ourselves back to 2-2 and then give away a soft third, which then again gives you a mountain to climb. And unfortunately for us, in our last 3 games, there's a common pattern that's developing, and I'm sure Cockfosters would have seen it already, but we've got to get our noses in front in games. When we're having spells, like I was saying on last Saturday against San Pantelimon, when we're dominant for a period of the game, we've got them locked in, we're creating chance after chance after chance, we come away with nothing. We've got to make sure that we start coming away with goals. And that gives us something to hang on to, especially when confidence is a little bit low. But the only way you get out of confidence, the only way you get out of a lack of confidence, is, like I've said earlier on, is by being men. It's not a case of us sitting there today and cuddling everybody and making them all feel like the world's a better place. Life isn't fair. Football isn't fair, so we've got to get on with it. Like I said on Tuesday night after my post-match podcast, we're all desperate to turn it around, and we will turn it around. Like I said, I think we're going to put up with a little bit of short-term pain. I can see that coming on the horizon because we are still eagerly trying to get players in, and we are eagerly trying to get players back. So there might be a couple more speed bumps, a couple of little bumps, but let's see how many bumps we've had come the end of April, and ultimately that's when we'll be judged. So long way to go. I'm certainly, as I said, I'm certainly not sitting here panicking in any way, shape or form. When I start panicking, then everyone can panic. Yes, a squad update. Pretty much the same. We are working on a few targets. At the moment, we're not sure if we'll get those turned around by Saturday. We're very particular about the players we want to bring in. We're not just going to bring anybody in. A lot of the conversations we're having at the moment is players who are coming back from long-term injuries and have missed pre-season, or players that are perhaps out of form. That's not the types of players we want to be taking on, because for me, if you're out of form at step 4, you're out of form at step 5. There's no real difference. So we've got to get the right types of personnel in. I still believe in the group that we have, and I know sometimes it's very easy to say, but it was only last season we had our 2 poor results, and then we went on an 8-game unbeaten run with the same group, and that's what's just frustrating at the moment. And a couple of them are feeling a little bit sorry for themselves. So maybe I'll get Dirks or Anthony to give them a little cuddle tonight and make them feel better about themselves. But we got to toughen up, because come Saturday, Cockfosters are going to put it on us. That's absolutely no doubt in my mind. They will put it on us, and they will be eager to avenge the 6 points we took off them last year. I think we were the only side last year, if I'm right in saying, that took 6 points off them. I think we were one of the only sides that in the I think they lost 2 out of about 16, 17 games or something like that, and we were the sides to do them. So we're not expecting that to be an easy test on Saturday. I took great heart from the 2 games last year, because they are a very good side, Cockfosters. They've retained the vast majority of what they had last year, and they will put balls down your throat. And at the moment, something that we were really good at last year, we're not showing enough this year. So I'm excited to see how we're going to perform on Saturday, and I'm very excited about what we've got on the horizon. So, as I said, no crisis. It's another 3 points available on Saturday, and we've got to go there and enjoy ourselves and bring the same attacking flair we did on Tuesday.